You don't even know this man. This y'all first time meeting and you trying to eat his chocolate chips? There's a third character in the story. The tea is hot. Hello, little enzymes. Welcome back to Dacia's Digest. So the topic for today is some TikTok drama again, child. This young lady flew herself out to meet a man, but they didn't end up meeting up. She posts a story time about it on TikTok, going in on how his lifestyle is not what he portrays it to be. And then he responds and posts screenshots of their text messages exposing her. So now they just exposing each other back and forth on TikTok. It's a mess, okay? So let's just get into it. This is her original video that popped this all off. She posted this a couple days ago. I'll put the link in the description. Hopefully it's not deleted or anything by the time, but at least you can watch it on here.
Time on when I flew to another state to meet this young lit nigga that's lit on the internet. And to me, I felt like he was like, what's cat? Oh my God. So yeah, I met him on the internet. I was in Bahamas like the beginning of January for my son. I'm sorry, the beginning of February for my son's birthday or whatever. And he DM'd me on Instagram like, need you. So I'm like, oh, I've been trying to give you me or whatever like that. So he like, you know, whatever.
Wait. I'm trying to figure out, did they know each other prior to that conversation? Because that seems like a huge escalation for a stranger to just message you, need you, and for her to respond, oh, I've been trying to give you me. That seems like a big escalation. Like, I would be a little bit like offended if somebody just, a random stranger messaged me, need you. I'd be like, boy, who are you? I wonder if they had already had like messages or something prior to this, and he just happened to see that she was in the Bahamas and like was responding to a photo. I feel like that makes more sense. I'm hoping that's the case, even if it wasn't, hey, you know, people, they live their lives how they want to live, but that just seems like a huge escalation. Okay, let me play it.
We gonna exchange numbers or what? So I'm like, yeah, because like, you know, he's some fine shit. Like, I love dark-skinned niggas. And when I say he's some fine shit, he's some fine shit. Or whatever like that. So on the internet, like, you know, he got 2 watches, big Cardi, 6 cars, supposedly own his house, and he young as fuck or whatever like that. Dressed nice, always designer down, like always posting mad money, etc. So, you know, like that's my type. I love me a hood, get money. So he asked for my number or whatever like that. So I gave him my number and like he texted me. And I'm not gonna lie, like it was little signs that I didn't like. Like if you know I'm on vacation with my kids, like I remember I posted my drink or whatever and I didn't text him right back. And he was on my phone like, oh, you see me text you or whatever, but you posting. Like, that right there was like...
Yeah, I don't like that either.
I him for like 20 minutes, like, chill out.
Right.
But I let him slide. So, we planned to see each other or whatever like this, like, whatever like that on this Saturday. Let's say this Saturday, right? And we planned for me to come Valentine's Day weekend or whatever. Valentine's
Day.
He really was doing some shit where, like, he was like, oh, come whatever, what day, what time, it don't even matter. Like, whenever you could come, just come. So I chose that weekend because I'm free every other weekend for my kids. They go with their dad or whatever like that. So that was my free weekend. So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I thought he was a fake page at first.
I don't know. I'm still like, is this normal for some people? Like, you just, a random person messages you, y'all have a couple messages, and then it's just like, oh, let's meet up. Like, is that, I've just never done anything like that. I've never like heard any of my friends do anything like that. So, well, I don't know. Hey, it's her life.
Or whatever like that, because it just was like too good to be true. So we were only text. And like he'll tell me to FaceTime him, but by the time I FaceTime him or whatever, he not answering. Now he got an excuse or he don't FaceTime back. So I started thinking like, I'm gonna get catfish if I go down here. So I told him, I'm like, look, like the Wednesday before the Friday. So I'm like, FaceTime me before Friday or I'm not coming. So now he got all that energy. He FaceTime me, etc. I got him on the phone. Before you really couldn't. Like, he'd just be texting and shit like that. So he FaceTime me. He was real. Looked the same. Looked good as f***. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm ready. So Friday come and we talk. And I'm like, you know, like, you ready? Like, I'm at the nail salon. I'm like, you ready? Like, I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to meet you, etc. So he like, yeah, or whatever like that. But I feel like his energy was a little off because he was more excited days before. So
it sounds to me like he only knew you based off of your photos. Once he got that FaceTime and saw your real unfiltered face, maybe he was turned off then. Because if he was so excited up until the point where y'all FaceTimed, maybe after he like talked, and it could not even just be like your face. It could be that maybe y'all's conversation is different voice to voice versus by text. Maybe just like the chemistry was off for him once he actually had that like conversation with you. That's what it sounds like to me. If it were me and I noticed that he not even like that excited anymore, I would have just canceled the trip right then. Because I'm not finna be flying all out here and you barely even want to hang out with me for real.
I'm like, you good, love? Like, you okay? Because I'm like, I feel like your energy is like kind of off. Like, you're not excited as you was. So he's like, oh, I just found out I got to get my daughter or whatever today. Mind you, it's the day I leave. Like, I'm leaving at 10 p.m.
He made up that excuse
to land.
He made that up.
I think to land like 12:48 a.m. originally. So I'm like, yo, I took our work for this or whatever, and I already checked into the flight. And he's like, well, what's the issue? Nobody didn't tell you not to come. Like, you can still come. I'm good. I'm gonna just get a sitter. If anything, her and the sitter just stay at my house, and we could just get a room. So I'm like, you know what? All right, that's cool. I'm all for that, or whatever the case may be. So I still go. Like, I get my nails and I run to the mall. I get everything I need. I pack my shit. And I tell him, like, all right, I'm for the land at this time. I go to the airport. Mind you, y'all, I'm rushing because I'm always last minute. I get to the airport. I board the flight or whatever like that. So before I boarded the flight, he texted me this hotel, like Cigna or something like that. It's like one of the best hotels in Atlanta. So I tried to book the hotel online, but everything was booked up. So I told him, I'm like, look, everything booked up because it's Valentine's Day weekend. So he like, nah, you got to call. So I called and like everything was booked up. Like, literally, it was no hotel. So he like, well, find whatever you...
This just doesn't sound safe. Like, so originally you were going to go there and stay at his house? A literal stranger that you met on the internet. You were going to fly to another state and stay at his house. That doesn't seem safe. Like, I don't care how much of your life that you post online and how much I think I might know who you are. I'm not finna just do that. You could be dirty. Like, that's such a risk. Like, you could have a dirty house. You could live somewhere unsafe. You could be a criminal. Like, let me continue.
You could find and just book it, and I'm gonna get you from the airport. So I'm like, you know, what's your budget? So he like, what you mean? I'm like, what's your budget? Like, I'll book the room, but when I land, I expect to get my money back or whatever like that. So I'm on the plane, y'all. The plane done took off. So the nigga like, oh, the least you could do is pay for the room. So I'm like, so this when the mishap come in. Because I get it, okay, we supposed to stay at your house originally, but then your child came into play. So now we gotta go stay somewhere else, which is cool. Because I think a hotel is better anyway, because you don't know me and I don't know you. And it's more safer, I feel like. So he like, yeah, like you can pay for the room. I'm gonna fund the rest of the trip. Baby, you a whole scammer. You think I'm paying for a motherfucking hotel for you to come fuck on me?
Wait.
So he...
Wait. Why is he a scammer just because he wants you to pay for the hotel, but he's still offering to pay for everything else on the trip? I guess whatever she's talking about depends on who paid for the flight. Because if she paid for the flight and she's also having to pay for the hotel, when she originally wasn't even planning on paying for the hotel because she was going to stay at his house, which was unsafe, then okay, I can get why she would be a little bit upset about that.
Or like, yo, I feel like you could pay for something. I'm funding the rest of the trip or whatever the case may be. Yo, so we start arguing or whatever.
Because what else is there to fund? It sounds like y'all just there for fun, if you know what I mean. She talking about...
like that. So then the plane land and I'm like, you really arguing over a $300-something hotel, but you scamming, you hitting all these licks, all this big money you posting. I mean, like $20,000, $30,000. You can't book a $300 hotel. And I just felt like, if you brought me to your city, you should make sure I'm good. Like, if you came to my city and something happened, I'm going to correct it before you get there. I'm going to figure this shit out. Because, I mean, why wouldn't I? Like, it don't make sense. I didn't ask to come there. You wanted to come. Now, I agree we wanted to see each other, but still, like, what? So, when I landed, the arguing, going all back and forth. So, I'm like, listen, cancel your sitter. Stay home with your kid. Go ahead and bond. I'm cool. Oop. Like, I ain't even link you no more, etc. Y'all, this nigga was like, oh, you must be coming to come see another. What? I took
that doesn't even make sense.
From my job. Stop one of my business to come see you. And you talking about another nigga? That's your response? Y'all, he kept arguing. I couldn't believe it because I'm like, bro, like, if you getting all this money and you got all this motion, all this going on, like, $300 is nothing. So I'm like, if I book this hotel, you can't come. So that's what the I did. I booked the hotel, and shout out to that Spirit flight attendant because, yo, he stayed in that airport with me and found me a hotel, y'all. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have had nowhere to stay, like, at all. But I booked that hotel, y'all. I left that there. Like, I stopped responding, and I just made it into a solo trip. But I still was just, like, mad because I trip. Like, Atlanta cool. We used to do that for New Year's, but, like, just to go and spend that much money, it was just, like, I could have went somewhere else. Like, that was kind of crazy. So me personally, I just feel like his lifestyle got to be kept, because I done dealt with some big money, like, I mean, rich, like, that's running businesses to get legit money. I done dealt with a rapper. I'm not gonna say who he is, because he is a big rapper too every single day. And with money ain't complaining. They not doing, like, I'm telling you, they not doing all that. Like, when you come see them, they have everything into play, everything booked, the itinerary set up, all that. Like, it ain't making sense. So to me, his life was just kept. And to be honest, I never really seen him go out and do nothing or anything like that. Like, he not in the mall blowing no money. Like, he ain't no 5-star restaurants. Like, he really don't be doing nothing. Like, he might go skate or something, but, like, other than that, like, that don't be really doing, like, with the money he's supposed to have. Like, he got all this motion.
You don't know what he doing. Maybe he don't
like,
post it.
Like, nah, he not doing none of that. So me personally, the life is kept. I was just mad because I felt like, damn, like, I flew here to see you and this happened. Never doing it again. And then his excuse was, well, you knew what I had going on and you still came. You never told me not to come. When I checked in with you,
That's true.
And we spoke, you told me to still come. It wasn't an issue.
That is true.
And you was going to get a sitter. Like, what? That don't even make sense. Like, make it make sense. I would have said the home. I'm not that
right.
Like, you know, I get, like, what?
Oh.
Be for real. I was just upset at the fact that you still allowed me to come or whatever like that, knowing that you was going to do that or whatever the case may be. And I'm not saying he lying about getting his kid, because do that. Like, to know it's a Valentine's Day week or something going on and be like, oh yeah, you not, I'm gonna stick him with the kid because I don't want him to be with no other bitch. So it do be like that, but still, like, come on, yo. Like, I don't live down the street. I live in another state. I flew there.
Oh, child, this is already starting off as a little bit of a mess. Okay, I think she had a part 2, and then he also posted some stuff.
One thing about me,
Oh, actually, let me go to his stuff first, because this is her responding to whatever he posted. Okay, this his side, y'all.
All right, look, this is going to be called the part 1 of, if you're going to tell the story, then tell the full truth, you feel me? This is part 1 though. So look, right, let me get this, like, straight to y'all. First and foremost, I'm not a YN, you know what I'm saying? I'm 25 years old, you know? But check this out, I'm not from Atlanta at all, you feel me? I live in Atlanta now, I'm from Iraq, you feel me? But all this, like, okay, well, we going to start off with the whole, he flew me out type thing, you know? I never flew out. So this whole, he flew me out and put me on Spirit Airlines. It's cap. You know what I'm saying? I never flew out.
I don't think she ever said that, but because I was trying to figure out how she got there, I don't think she ever said that he specifically flew her out. But anyway.
I never paid for no flight, you feel me? None of that. You get what I'm saying? Now, I really don't know how to, to work it as far as, if I can post the messages when I'm talking type shit. I don't know if I can do that shit on here, but I'm finna try it, though.
He does. Actually, there's a screenshot on the screen right now. Let me zoom in, child. It says, her, baby, you good. I'm not tripping. I don't do that. But I mean, we both know how the problem could be solved. He said, you right. I hate small talk. Let me know when you in Atlanta. She said, that's crazy. Okay. He said, you said it. Only way it can be resolved is by seeing each other. Sounds like they talking about a 2-piece spicy, if you know what I mean. She said, yes, I agree. So when I'm in Atlanta, I'll hit you. Like, I'm never just in Atlanta, crying face. Then, I don't know how much later, she said, I booked it. My cousin got me scared. LOL, she's screaming, you don't even know him. Yo, you should have listened to your cousin. He said, crying, laughing emoji, what she think I'ma do something to you or something. She said, LOL, yeah. She telling me stories of people going to see people, and one girl, a guy, cut her body into pieces, all crazy stuff. Again, you should have listened to your cousin. I'm glad this situation specifically worked out, but you really don't know. So let me go to his next. That was his part 1. This is part 2.
I ain't gonna lie, you really done f***ed up. Let me get in the hang of this for real. Cause now I got it figured out, so I can go ahead and do these little, you get what I'm saying? So look, right, now we just gonna piggyback off of the whole, she said some like what for it is. Oh yeah, he got mad at me because I was out of town and texting my kids and all that, whatever the that's supposed to be about. Anywho, that shit ain't got nothing to do with nothing at all, you get what I'm saying? Fast forward to these messages, you get what I'm saying? Now look, now check this out. She say I supposed to pay for a hotel, or we argued about a hotel or some shit about some shit with some money, you know what I'm saying? That's what really pissed me off. That's what made me even get into this whole you did anyway, you feel me? Now, that's my whole thing. Now, I done made it clear that I was getting my daughter Friday. You know what I'm saying? I let her know at 4 p.m. on Friday, okay, well, I'm getting my daughter and I'm gonna have her for the weekend, or the case may be, you know what I'm saying? Now, your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock, whatever the case may be. Your flight don't leave until 11 o'clock at night. Now, by your flight, don't leave it at 11 o'clock tonight. Meaning, like, okay, Will, I ain't really trying to be mean to you, but, like, I'm giving you all the signs for this. All right, Will, I just told you my daughter coming. I done already let you know, like, beforehand. I'm not bringing nobody around my daughter. Like, it ain't none of that type of shit going on, especially no stranger. Like, it ain't none of that going on.
Yeah, but you let her know last minute, the day of the flight, when these plans were set several days before. Did you not know the daughter was coming, like, before then? So I do understand, like, her just being like, well, I'll just go anyway, and we'll figure it out, because you letting her know at 4 p.m. when the flight is in 7 hours that basically she can't stay where she originally thought she was going to stay. That's being a little inconsiderate.
I got too much respect for myself, you know what I'm saying, my daughter mama and my daughter alone. People be having weird intentions and shit towards kids, whatever. Now, so if I'm letting you know this already on some, like, you feel me, it ain't none of that going on, then off rip, you feel me, you should have either not even got your ass on the flight for one, because your flight didn't.
And that's what I said in the beginning part. If I were her, she already felt the energy was off on that Friday when they talked and he mentioned the whole daughter thing. If I were her, I would have just canceled the trip. So I do see what he's saying, because he was basically trying to allude to the fact that, like, maybe you shouldn't come. But both of their communication could have been better.
Leave until 11 o'clock later on that night. I told you at 4 o'clock. You try to tell me, like, oh, yeah, I already checked in my flight. Checking in your flight don't mean nothing at all. You know why? Because you still can cancel or, like, whatever. It don't matter. I don't, like, you know, I know for a fact you can cancel your flight.
Right.
Whatever. Get a refund, whatever. So I let her know, like, you feel me? It's a possible chance that I can get a, you know what I'm saying? It's a possibility that I can get a babysitter. But, like, that one never 100%, you feel me? Like, regardless of me getting a babysitter or not, right? I never, ever was staying at no hotel for one. Like, you get what I'm saying? I was not doing no shit like that. You a stranger. I don't even know you for real. And you too thirsty. Like, you throwing me off for real. You too thirsty. You know what I'm saying?
She was
now, cool. Thirsty. Now, in the mix of all that, right? Okay, she get her. Now, she get her. She knew on the plane, like, oh, yeah, she had to get her a room and shit like that, whatever the case may be. Because of the simple fact, I get to ask her shit like, okay, Will, what you finna do as far as in, like, hotel-wise? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna help you look for a hotel, like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, you should be already under the impression, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you not to come for real, because of some fact, I'll let you know I got my daughter. If I'm telling you, like, okay, Will, he got his daughter, and you can't, he not bringing you around his daughter, my daughter, this, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be here with me. So she gonna be with me, then that means you can't be here at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't none of that going on.
Yeah.
Cool. Long story short, whatever the case may be, she ended up paying for her own flight. You feel me? She ended up paying for her own hotel or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? She's mad or whatever the case may be. But my thing is, look, right? Now, she never not once said, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pay for the hotel, but when I land, give me the money. What? The first thing I told her was, find something that you can afford, you feel me? Like, find something you can afford, whatever in your budget, like, you know what I'm saying? So this ain't about no $300 or no hotel or nothing like that. We never argued about no hotel, because I made it clear, like, clear as day, like, okay, well, I'm not sleeping in no hotel. Why in the f*** would I sleep in a hotel? I got a house, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just worried about your well-being, you know what I'm saying? Today, it's already damn near 1 o'clock in the morning when you land. You gotta have somewhere to sleep at. I don't want you to sleep in the airport or no shit like that, you feel me? Cool, now. She get all that done, or whatever the case may be. She act like she got an attitude out of this world. She really was on some, like, selfish, like, on some, like, she thought I was gonna put her before my daughter type shit. Like, oh, yeah, well, we had plans and what the ever. Like, I don't give a who you is. Don't nobody come before my daughter, you feel me? Now, mind you, like, okay, so that was that whole Friday. Now, look, I still text her on Saturday just to make sure, like, she was good, she was safe. Because, hey, you're not from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? You're not from Atlanta at all. I'm not from Atlanta at all, but, like, it was just cold that night. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, yeah, are you okay? You know, on some, like, checking up on her type, you feel me? See, oh, yeah, I had found a room. You know, nothing, like, everything was regular for real. Now, this really went left for real that Saturday when it came to the point where it is. She got to text me all, like, extra thirsty ass. Like, you got breath mints and, like, numbing spray. You know what I'm saying? That shit new to me. You know what I'm saying? All right, okay.
He got the text, too.
All right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Brush that off. And then you got to ask me, like, oh, yeah, have I ever gave my ass ate? My behind ate? I don't know if TikTok gonna, like, blur it out or something. Because, hold on.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You don't even know this man. This y'all first time meeting. And you trying to eat his chocolate tips? You trying to eat his Cheerios? If you get my drift, you don't even know his hygiene standards. You haven't seen my chart. You don't know nothing about this man. And you talking Is this what they do these days? Like, oh.
This lady throwing me off now. You know what I mean? You throwing me off. You throwing me all the way off. You get what I'm saying? So now I'm just like, nah, hell no. She won't be seeing me at all. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not finna link up with you. I'm not finna have sex with you. It ain't none of that going on. Like, you know, I'm cool on it.
That would have threw me off too.
Y'all, it would never ever be a storyline. It wouldn't be a story time. It wouldn't be none of that. You know why? If I pulled up to see her at that hotel, had I had sex with her, any of that shit, you know what I'm saying? If any of that shit would have went her way as far as in like sexual intercourse, she would have never made a story time. You get what I'm saying?
That's
now,
true.
mind you, like she was scaring me on some like, hold on, what the fuck? Don't be saying no shit like that to be like, you know, you scaring me for real on some shit. Like, you know, like, hold on. You being a little bit too thirsty, you feel me? Now, my whole thing is, on top of you being a little bit too thirsty, right? I mean, on top of her being a little too thirsty, right? I'm just like, all right, okay, whatever. You feel me? Like, now mind y'all, rewind. We was texting this shit for like, probably like a week and a half. I want to say we probably was texting for like a week and a half for real.
A week and a half.
And mind you, I ain't never been on the phone at all. Like, never been on the phone. No, we get on FaceTime for the first time. You feel me? It was like a 3-minute call or something like that. But when I first get on the phone, I got my face in the camera. She got her face in the camera. But she got on like these clear glasses. Now, when I say stop playing, put your face in the camera, you know, I don't know if that like rubbed her the wrong way, but I'm just in my head like, this not the same person that I was just looking at on Instagram. You feel me? So now, like, I'm not saying.
That's exactly what I said. He was interacting with just the filtered photos and videos. Let me just see what he got to say on that.
She ugly. I'm not taking that from her at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like she not the like what she looked at like on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? So it caught me off guard type shit.
Right.
So now I'm really just trying to like rush her off the phone for real. But like I'm giving her a cold shoulder to the point where it is like, damn, you not getting the memo. Like I shouldn't have to say like, okay, well, woo, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm really giving you a cold shoulder. Like I'm letting you know what, like, you know what I'm saying? So like.
Yeah, and even she said that she felt that the energy was off. So, like, to me, I would have just based off of that, but I could see how maybe some very, very clear communication could have helped.
That was throwing me off, though, that she didn't look the same, you know what I'm saying? So after that, the conversation went, like, blank. She texted me that Friday, like, hey, love, are you okay? Ooh. And I tell her, she like, am I still coming? Ooh. I didn't respond to no other question, but am I okay? I told her I'm good. You get what I'm saying? I'm good, but I was dull as hell with her, you feel me? But I'm gonna just show y'all all that shit. I gotta post all that shit.
Wait a minute. There's a third character in the story. So this girl, okay, so I was scrolling up to find his next part. I come across this TikTok. It says POV, the guy you were with all Valentine's Day weekend is on the internet claiming he was with his daughter to a girl that flew out to see him the same time I was there. Oh, the tea is hot. And she posted this 2 hours ago. Wait, no, she didn't post this 2 hours ago. Somebody reposted this from her page. Hold the front door. This her page. Did she delete it? I think she deleted it, y'all, because I'm not seeing it on her page, but it looks like somebody must have grabbed the video before she got it taken down, before she took it down, and reposted it on their page. Okay, let me try to find his other update then. Okay, so here are the screenshots he put on his TikTok. He said, I fell asleep. Are you okay? This is on, I believe, probably Friday, because the next timestamp says Saturday, 8:29 a.m. So this looks like it's like late Friday night when she is supposed to have arrived in Atlanta, or probably early Saturday morning, because he said she was supposed to land at like 1 a.m. So he said, I fell asleep. Are you okay? She said, hey, I feel a lot better, still a little upset, but just happy to finally have a room. It's not my norm, but it was all I could find. He said, good thing is you're okay. I was trying to stay up. After I put her to sleep, I was done for. Then Saturday at 8:30 a.m., she said, I just really wanted to meet you, I guess. And he put like the exclamation reaction on it. And she said, but I learned stuff from every situation. That's why I'm so calm. I really just hate wasting my time for real. I think anybody would. When I go home, we'll probably never talk again. I know you probably don't care, but I really had faith in this whole thing. Crazy. And then she put like the brain exploding emoji. And then she said, and it's not even your fault. You did what you were supposed to, but I'm never going to forget this. And then a couple hours later, she said, I thought about it and I do want to meet you. Are you going to link me? Can you still get a sitter? She didn't mention that part in her story. She didn't mention that. Then the next screenshot is a picture of some Listerine breath strips and some throat numbing spray. And she said, "This is the only pic you need, LOL. Did you get it?" He said, "I got a picture, but I don't know what that is." She said, "Really? LOL. That's sore throat spray and breath strips." He said, "You got a sore throat?" She said, "Babe, that was for me to give you the hot tour. The throat spray numbs your throat. So it, you can deductive reasoning." Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna lie, sis. You was sounding and acting a little bit thirsty. Like a little, well, I'm not gonna say thirsty, but like very eager. Cause I probably wouldn't even made it out there once I saw his energy switching up. Somebody said, "That's too fast, mamas." Somebody else said, "Mind you," he said, "You got a sore throat, wheezing." Another person said, "At ease, my queen." Another person, quote, "I thought about it and I do want to meet you." Like that was an option. Another person said, "I'm never going to find a man when there's women out there like this." No, for real, because I didn't know it was like this. That's crazy. Does he have anything else?
Look, if we locked in, right? Can't nobody f it up with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, I'll go against the world for you. Only if you're doing right by me. The moment you do wrong.
Child, he talking about something else. Let me go to her part 2 then.
But if I say I'm talking to her, I'm trying to talk with her, that ain't trying to talk with me too. Like, make it make sense. Like, be for real. How the fuck did I know all this about you, your kid? I know the daughter name and everything. The daughter name, how old you is, when her birthday is, when your birthday is, where you live at, where you came from. Like, if I'm a complete stranger, how the fuck do I know all that? I live in New Jersey. I don't know nobody from Chicago. I don't know nobody from Atlanta at all. I was there for you. But again, messages and DMs and all that shit online. Even when I was leaving Atlanta or whatever, you knew my flight was in the morning time. You called my phone. I got that screenshotted too. Like, what the are you talking? I'm not doing this. And oh, baby, I'm 31 years old and I look good as and I step. My motion real. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, come on. Like I said, real ain't crying over $300, and that's just it. Say what the fuck you want to say.
I don't know, because if I have the choice of spending $300 on someone who I don't really care to see, I'm probably not gonna do it. So like, I understand where he's coming from. Like, just because he has it, the fact of the matter is, it seems to me that he didn't even really want to meet up with you in the first place after that whole FaceTime thing. So it makes sense that he was like, don't really want to like spend $300 just for you to get a hotel. Oh, man.
Keep your image. Thirsty? That's crazy. Because, baby, I got a lot of water downstairs. Too much of it. I ain't never been thirsty at all. But to let y'all know how that whole thing started, I came across the page on my Explore page. This was like November. And I'm like, damn, you fire if you a real page? So he wrote back fast. So like, "Oh, yeah, I'm real. Thank you." So I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I unfollowed him because it was giving fake. So he like, "Damn, you unfollow me quick." I'm like, "Yeah, because it's giving fake page." He like, "Nah, my page got disabled." Everybody think left it at that. Ain't talk to him. I was in Bahamas again.
Okay, that's what I figured had happened in the beginning. Because I was like, ain't no way that was their first message. Need that. I was like, it had to have been some sort of initial introduction sometime before that. Because that just seemed crazy. Need that. Been trying to give you me. Like, off the bat, I was like, ain't no way.
Again, with my kids, I posted a video. I could put the video on this bitch. And he was like, "Need that. Need you." And I'm like, "I've been trying to give you me. Send me a voiceover." "Oh, back in November, they blocked me from this page too, etc. You gonna give me a number or what?" But I'm thirsty. You asked for my mother number. You was in my mother car talking. I just gave you a compliment. You want to be technical, but you is first. But this is the same that was on my line, mad because I wasn't responding fast enough. Or whenever you told me to FaceTime, I was taking 3-4 hours, and you like, "Oh, I'ma just fall back because the energy not reciprocated." You forgot that? But I'm thirsty. Then you told me you only with older girls my age and 40s. So now I'm old. Which one is it? I'm confused. Like, be for real. I don't understand why you lying. I didn't say nothing bad about you. I told the truth. You was gonna pick me up. You was gonna see me. The hotel was the problem. It wasn't about you linking me. It was the hotel stay. That was the problem, the hotel stay. Now, the next day, I did say, "Oh, well, I'm already here. We might just meet each other." But, of course, we still was arguing. I did it. I stopped texting you. I didn't respond. You was still watching all my and then when it was time for me to go get on my flight, bitch, you called my phone. I got a screenshot it. What are you talking about?
I mean, like, I see both sides. Honestly, none of us would have even known about any of this if you hadn't made a story time. I'm just saying, I don't want any smoke. I'm just saying. Just putting that out there. She going in on her page. Like, she has post after post after post. Let me see what else.
Let me start by saying them screenshots did nothing. Okay? Let's make that clear. Because all that is the aftermath of me basically expressing how I feel, which I don't think is wrong or whatever. Because what he did was up. That's basically just me just telling him, like, okay, that shit got me upset. It bothered me. Like, but who wouldn't be bothered by that if somebody brought you somewhere to see them and that happened? So that nigga to post them screenshots or whatever, when he told me, I said, do you still want me to come? And he said, yeah, or whatever, and how he gonna have a sitter and etc. So that nigga to post that, cause he ain't post that. He ain't post them. So that nigga to post that about the hotel, cause he ain't post that neither. He posted some like, be for real. Come on. Trying to make it seem as though, oh, I was just trying to come between you and your daughter, babe. That's not true.
Yeah, I don't think she was trying to do that.
But I'm gonna ask someone on this video.
So I was just coming to ATL to sleep in a hotel just to be there. I never not once said that. I'm not saying that. What I'm telling you is that's where you were going to be sleeping at, because of the simple fact we made it clear already that my daughter was here. You get what I'm saying? Like, I done already made it clear that, oh yeah, ain't nobody coming around my daughter. Like that was like set in stone. So why are you acting so confused as to why you didn't know what the whole hotel came apart? Like, why would I have to sleep in a hotel? Or we never even went back and forth about a hotel. What are you talking about? You saying we went back and forth about a hotel. The only thing you said, really, for real, was everything was sold out. Nobody got none. Or this ain't got none. Or this place ain't. When the did we argue about a hotel at? Like, what?
And her response to that, so basically she's screen recording their Instagram messages, and he sent her a couple of voice notes so we can hear what he said. So her response to that was, because you said you were getting a sitter, etc. So I'm thinking, okay, I flew there. I was supposed to stay with you originally. You were going to stay there. You drama for real. I got a headache. I just wanted to tell my story. So again, it all comes down to lack of communication. She assumed one thing, he assumed another thing, and they didn't clearly tell each other what was in each other's minds. Is there anything else on here?
So I was just coming to ATL to sleep in a hotel.
No. And then she said she has another screenshot posted. Send me your videos so I can post them for you. And then she sent him a screenshot of a comment that another girl made that said, wait, because he be doing that phone call FaceTime BS with me too. And then she replied to the screenshot saying, so she's lying too? Post the one saying that you were going to get a sitter. You're really cap. But I'm on my way to AT&T now. Post the hotel. Post you saying, oh, I didn't care because I was texting you back to make sure I was safe. Post me asking if you still wanted me to come. This is a mess, y'all. So then she responded to her throat spray and breath strips. I guess it was actually a video. All we saw was a thumbnail, but her response was, it's sad because this was sent because he asked for a full body pic, no nude. And I said, this is the only pic you need. I don't care. I was gonna do him in. What's the problem? He's showing y'all half messages for real. The whole point of the video was that he told me to still come. We wanted to see each other, and about the hotel arguing. I don't know what she means by that. And then she also said, I can't reply to TikTok comments for some reason, but no, I wasn't trying to eat nobody nothing. I asked a question. Now, sister, why would you need to know that information? Why would you need to ask that question unless you had plans for doing something with the information? So then she is posting some of his stuff now. This is something that he put on his Instagram story.
Like, this is the last thing that I'm gonna say for real. Cause the shit really funny as hell for real. I'm not even gonna say the damn girl name because she's just too old to even be doing the shit she's doing. Look, if I don't send for you, right, you can't come to my crib. It ain't none of that going on. Last time a bitch that flew out and all this extra, I leave the crib full of sex, a bitch steal go-yard bags. Phone them know I'm not lying about none of this. If you know, you know. You get what I'm saying? I'm not doing none of that. Look, check this out. If you want to be on some thirsty shit, if you done got catfished by a page that ain't me for real, sweetheart, that is on you. Y'all need to stop trying to get up with strangers. No cap. Like, if I don't send for you for real, leave it at that, though. All this other shit you got going on, Miss Lady, you just probably mad as hell that I really ain't get next to you for real. Like, you didn't see me in person. No cap. Like, so you really was already thinking I'm catfishing you type, you feel me? Because giving you a cold shoulder, but sweetheart, it ain't nothing though. Like, just leave it at that though. Like, what the fuck? Don't try to make no TikTok stories and all that. My whole point exactly. Like, that's the whole point that I'm trying to get you to come across. You said, but if you didn't have your daughter, I would have stayed at your house. So be for real. Duh. Like, I made them here. I said the reason as to why you was getting a hotel is because I had my daughter.
Now, 15 hours ago, she posted the Spirit Airlines attendant guy that had helped her find the hotel. She done posted a picture, a selfie with them two, talking about, can y'all help find him? He from Atlanta. He can help with the real story, not the cap one. He saw messages and how he was blowing me up when I landed and was mad because I told him cancel his sitter. I'm not linking with him. Oh my God. Now she done got the Spirit Airlines guy wrapped up in this mess.
So look, right? I'm gonna say this on a serious note. Like, the trolling cute, I'm all for it. I'm gonna troll y'all back anyway. That don't matter to me. But let's just be serious for one moment, like dead ass, right? Do you really think, like, honest to God, and I'm not saying people don't do this, but do you really think that somebody will really get on the internet and make up a story like that?
Yes.
Just because?
People do it
Like,
all the time
you
for
can't
clout.
Even say because of clout or because I wanted to go viral, because I've been viral. I got 54,000 followers.
So the thing is, I don't think she made up the story at all. I think she had a different perception of the events, and he had a different perception of the events. Okay, so now we're up into the third party in the story, because she posted, I told y'all he was a liar, because I think at this point is when they saw the other girl in the story, post what she said about, oh, you know, he was actually with me while he's over here lying to this girl. Whatever. Somebody said he gots to be a Libra. She said Gemini. Well, that tracks. Somebody said, yes, he lied, but this doesn't change how crazy your actions were. Another person said, yes, it does, because if he can lie about that, he'll lie about a lot more. No, I see what the first person is saying. It was still crazy to fly out to a young man who you've only been texting for 2 weeks to essentially throw down. Like, But this that she posted was 27 minutes ago. So that's like the most recent update that we have on this story. There's a third girl in the story. He hasn't commented on it yet, so I don't know if he's seen it. And the third girl who's in the story deleted that post off her page. So the third girl, she posted, the third person in the story, the second girl, she posted some random TikTok of her, and all the comments are like, you know what we're here for. Don't piss me off. Where's the story time? I'm liking this to remind me to come back. We need a full story time, friend. Don't leave us hanging. I got work in the morning. Let me know what goes. This is so messy, bro. This is so messy. Wow. Well, I guess that's the most up-to-date part that we have of this story so far. If I see any other updates, I'll try to update you guys, maybe either by making another video or in the comments. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video.